What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? My name is Matt. This is Hidden Light, and today we're going to talk about why you should pick one camera and shoot with one camera, one lens, one film stock for a whole year. Let's jump in. Okay, so we're talking about one camera. There are a couple of reasons that I have become a huge advocate of choosing a single camera, a single lens, a single film stock, a single developer, whatever, to shoot with for the period of one calendar year. Honestly, the most important one is you don't have to choose. Which camera am I going to use? Which lens am I going to pull out? Which film should I choose today? If the decision is made for you, yes, you will miss some shots out in the wild. You know, if you're shooting black and white for the year, you're really going to miss those color shots. But they'll still be around a year from now, you know what I mean? And the creative constraint will help you focus because you're not spending all of your brain cycles on the extraneous choices you would otherwise have to make. You can just focus on making the best images you can within the constraint that you've defined for yourself. I started doing this a few years ago because, well, I own a camera store. So, normal people have a number of cameras to choose from, and I have a lot of cameras to choose from because I own them all. So I could pick any one on any given day and shoot with that camera, and it's too much. I can't choose, and I end up not shooting anything at all. So, a few years ago, I decided I was just going to pick one camera and stick with it. So that year, I picked the Leica M6 with a Summicron 50f2, and I shot on Kentmere 100, which is a bold choice, I know. And it was amazing. I didn't have to worry about any of it. Just pick up the camera, go shoot. Whatever it is, it's going to be great. And the year after that, I chose the Hasselblad, which obviously amazing camera. And it let me really dive deep. I find that I spend the first month, maybe 2 months of any calendar year really learning the quirks of the camera. And because it's, I start in January, I'm sort of maybe getting things figured out in February. And to be honest, in Flagstaff, there's not a lot that's any good to shoot in the middle of the winter when it's a little miserable, but it's great for you to sit down with the camera and really get dialed in on how the camera works, its quirks, what needs to be repaired about it, send it off, get it back, by the time that the weather's actually improving and you can shoot stuff that's cool, right? This year, it's the 8x10. Specifically, I've chosen this Intrepid and this incredible, honest to God, I'm not even being sassy about this, Kodak Ektar lens. They're like the cheap workhorses. Yes, it has its quirks. That's the way that it works. But when you're shooting large format, the lens is what does it? And this $400 lens, it's really been fitting my style this year. The Intrepid I chose because I'm not a studio guy. I'm not going to hang out in the studio all the time. I can use an Intrepid in a studio, or I can pack it into a bag and hike it wherever I need to go. And it only weighs, I think my kit right now weighs 30-something pounds instead of just the body of the camera. I have a Calumet that weighs 20 pounds on its own, plus all the accoutrements that go with it. So yeah, I've really been enjoying shooting one camera a year. I do allow myself to switch up the film stocks when I'm picking kind of one camera a year, just so that I can get a feel for how the lenses or whatever handle different film stocks, how the color different changes over time, that kind of stuff. But yeah, highly recommend one camera a year as a creative constraint. Also, equally as important, it helps you avoid gear acquisition syndrome, GAS. Gas is bad for you. You don't want it in your life. You don't need more cameras. You don't need that extra lens. You just take the camera that you have and take pictures with it, because that's how you're going to advance your career as a photographer. That's how you're really expressing yourself as an artist. It's not by buying the next cool thing. It's not by spending hours on eBay searching for a perfect condition X-Pan. You take the camera you have and you make your own photographs, and you quit worrying about what's out there that you don't own. Just shoot what you got. Don't worry about it. Those are the biggest reasons why everyone, just no matter who you are, no matter what camera you've got, keep it, shoot it a lot. I'm talking about putting your 10,000 hours in. You know, you got to get after it. Get those 10,000 exposures, which on 8x10 actually would be really, really, really expensive. But get after it, go shoot with what you have, and consider the creative constraint of one camera a year, and one lens a year, one film stock a year, or any combination that you can get yourself into. Worth looking into, worth trying. I enjoy it. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, there's a comment section down below. It's not really for questions or concerns. It's really just for comments. So you can put those down there, and everything else you can just keep to yourself. Or you can join our Discord. We have a cool private photography Discord server where all of us photo nerds hang out and talk about cameras, shooting, film, developing, the whole 9 yards. There's a link to that as well in the description below. Join us. It's free. And we hang out there. It's fun. Anyway, see you in the next one.